Hello everyone, so we are continuing with the playthrough and we are headed over this way to Vesper Bay. And as I run into a pole. We will probably pick up some of the little quests that are there too, because then we can start using glamour! Yay! So I can get rid of the ugly pants and stuff. So for example, that's my rogue gear. It looks awful, in my opinion. This is much better. Anyway, after that, we will, well, we'll do whatever the quests lead us to. And yeah. And you may have noticed that the quality is a little bit better. I have a new setup. Yay! And saying that, this video might be a little shorter because I'm still getting adjusted to, well, the settings in a monitor that feels massive compared to my old one, but I keep hitting the run button. Clearly can't run yet. And so I'm going to talk to Swigen here. I guess we got two quests for her. Swigen wants to show you a whole new world of colors. You there! Yes, you! The decisively unfashionable adventurer. Gods be good, never in my life have I seen such unapologetic focus in my function at extreme cost to form. The mere sight of you, fair, makes my eyes bleed. As a lover of all things aesthetically pleasing, I cannot, in good conscience, allow you to continue roaming the realm in that sorry state. I believe your appearance can yet be salvaged through the use of color. I will teach you how to go about dyeing your outfit, but first I must have a drink. The heat has given me a vicious thirst. Wow. Vix. I won't be able to talk for any length of time. Be a dear and buy me a bottle of orange juice at the stall by the northern gates, would you? Once I have moistened my throat, we shall see to the business of remedying your appearance. And we might as well just scoop this one up as well. Zorgium wishes to impart to you her knowledge of glamours. Oh dear, dear, dear. This will never do. My sense of aesthetics simply won't allow it. How can you go out dressed like that? My dear, if only you'd spare a thought for styling and coordination. I hope your garb holds up during a scuffle, because there's little else going for it. That's it. I've made up my mind. From this day forth, I'll take it upon myself to save you from any more fashion disasters. Let me see. So much that needs to be addressed. Where do we even begin? Be a dear and get me a drink. I'm feeling rather parched, and this is a matter of best discussed over a glass of something cold. Just go to the Piste and ask Falslind. I'll have some blood orange juice and tell her to make sure there's no pulp in it. Now off you go. I feel like we're more so the errand person, and that we're getting the drinks for them for whatever apparent reason. Where am I going? I'm going this way first. And to here. And you. Oi! Oh, not oi. Oi! I said it again. Oi. Oh. Swigurm sent you, did she? That woman. I've never known anyone so lazy. Would it kill her to come and get it herself? Considering it's like 15 feet away. Here you are. You shouldn't let her push you around, you know. Give her an ilm and she'll take 'em all. And I'll get back to that one. Where am I going? Where am I going? Am I going this way? Sure, I'll talk to you. Tatafu. Orange seeds, grape seeds. Following a trying sea voyage, Tatafu could use an adventurer, a mop, and a bath. In that order. Okay. Well, this is a pretty kettle of fish. You think Rugadin would be too darn big to get seasick? Ah, adventurer, yes, you there. Looking for work, perchance? Name is Tatafu. I'm a merchant just back from Lemsalaminsa, and I'm in a spot of trouble. Hired this big lug to make the deliveries, but what I got instead are a couple of chum pails badly in need of emptying. I can't let that stop me, though. Not a lie, the fisher out in Crescent Cove needs what I've got, and though his upchucking good for nothing, this upchucking good for nothing'll be up and about by tomorrow, not a lie isn't like to stand the wait. AKA, go deliver this for me. Right? Right? Wait, you didn't even ask? You just told us? Ay, ay, ay. And we'll talk to you. So, how's that drink coming along? Here you go. Blood orange juice. Blood oranges can only be grown in certain climates, making them highly sought after. Oh, delicious! Nothing better on a hot day. Some say I have expensive tastes, but life's too short to settle for the second best. Of course, this extends to my choice of wardrobe too. Now that I'm feeling refreshed, shall we get started? Do you know, dear, you'd look a lot less drab if you knew how to apply glamours. What's a glamour, you ask? Well, they use a glamour prism as a catalyst to project the image of one item onto another. It's just an illusion, mind, but very convincing. This means the original object stays essentially the same, it just takes on a new appearance. That's all. Remember, if you fancy a change, you don't have to stick with the same glamour. Just apply another one on top, or use a glamour dispeller to return the object to normal. Why sacrifice style for such humdrum trifles as durability or protection from bodily harm? Limitless possibilities for self-expression are just a couple of glamours away. Go ahead and give it a try, and do make it quick, dear, for my sake. I'm finding your uninspired attire more and more offensive with each passing moment. Oh, piffle. And we get a green beret. Huh. And cast glamour plate, and glamour prisms. Glamour is now available! Yay! Glamour dresser in the inn rooms are now available. You may use dressers to transform items into glamours and create ensembles for quick and easy use. And then this just goes through glamours, etc. I'll let you guys read that. And this one. So you'll notice here there's the glamour plate, and we don't have any plates actually assigned, so we can't do that, so we'd have to go to an inn. I guess I'll go do that quickly, because I know the next bit is going to be a cutscene of some sort. Of the main scenario quest, that is. And where's the other one? Was that over there? Where's this? No, that's to there. And oh, we have to buy it, that's why. I knew that. So I guess I have to, well, I have to make my way back there anyway, so I can just talk to... Who were we supposed to buy it from? Oh, whatever, I'll figure it out. It's someone over there anyway. Isn't here yet. Should be, but isn't. I believe this is what you're looking for. A large sack and a small sack. This oversized sack of goods intended for Nunalai seems to weigh nigh a tons. A tiny sack of such trifling weight that one wonders if it contains anything at all. Okay. Ah, you've got my delivery. You've got it. This sack's got some heft to it. It sure does. And it should too, being full of soil. What will I do with the soil? Put it on the ground, that's what. The little bag you gave me is filled with seeds. It's time for some farming. Calamity's done made the fish stay away from these waters, so if we don't farm, we don't eat. But there I go, running my mouth and near forgetting the business. Got the gill for Tatafu right here. Tell her I'm much obliged. And, well, I might as well check this merchant and mender to see if they happen to have whatever it is that we need. Which they probably don't, but you know, it doesn't hurt to check, and they don't. So, yes. And obviously we head back there now. And then I will grab the, or well, not grab, but do the main scenario quest, which you can see is up there, but it's right there. And then obviously you see I still have this too, but I will do that some other time. So I'm actually gonna hide that for now. Oops. Oh, that was hiding it. Duh. Sad. I can't wait to get my chocobo. It would make so much faster running and moving. And speaking English, perhaps. No? I think that's just a lost cause. Do we talk to you? Nope. Who do we talk to? Do we talk? Nope, we don't talk to. Who do we talk to? Okay, I guess I am reading this. Up, 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 up. Oops, not auto run, stupid. Okay. Bottle of orange juice at the stall by the northern gates. So, northern gates are up there. So there's a stall. Is this it? No, that's an armor fitter. Confusion. Where do we get that? I swear this took me a long time. Are we talking about it over here? Oh yes, this is the northern gate. Duh. Items. What are we looking for? Orange juice? Orange juice. And yes, that was it. Do. Oops. Up. And no, not talk to the kitty. Pray tell, have you bought me the orange juice? Lest you have forgotten, the merchant who sells it can be found just— yeah, I figured that out, thank you. Juice freshly squeezed from ripe Lenosan oranges. Oranges. Duh. Gulp. Phew, that's a relief. Finally, I can teach you how to bring color into your life. Listen well. There are handy items called colorants, which allow folk to dye their outfits a veritable rainbow of colors. These colorants are so simple to use, adventurers have no excuse to be fashioned unconscious. Lest you worry that dyeing will affect your garment's precious properties, you may rest assured it will not. The practicality you adventurers love so much will not suffer for the change in appearance, a change for the better. It should also gladden you to know that garments can be dyed repeatedly, so there's no fear of getting locked into one color. The garish pink that seems like such a wonderful idea after a dozen glasses of red can be undone. And that is all you need to know about dyeing gear. Now what are you waiting for? Get out there and bring some color into your life. And we get some rose pink, bone white, which oddly looks like yellow more than anything, ice blue, and the dye ability. And then this explains dyeing. And I'll let you guys read that. And you'll see they're in the inventory. I'm gonna move that there, and that there, and this here, and that there, and this there. And we've got potions again. Oh, that's what I don't have on here. So because I have a new setup, I had to redo everything. There is a beta test of saving all your configurations, and I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. Of all your character configurations and system settings, etc., etc. But I hadn't done that, and yeah. Oh, we'll talk to that dude first. Duh. We'll just keep his money. Right? No? Swiftly done was the fisher, satisfied with his bits of land. A healthy sum to cover the cost of the soil seeds purchased from Tatafu. Ah, the payment, is it? I guess he was satisfied. Thank you. Let's see here. Yan, tan, tether. That's everything. Can't rightly say I feel easy in my mind about this. Fishers have little enough gil as is without squandering it on Lenosan dirt. Though what do I know, eh? The farmer in Limpsa I got it from said it'll give the coast's thin soil the boost it needs. So hey, maybe they'll at least have a fighting chance. Got to have hope, right? Here's that some leftover seeds for you. If you come into a bit of land in one of those adventurer districts, go on and set up a vegetable patch too. And that's basically for your housing area or your free company's housing area, and you can actually plant stuff. And I have not actually yet tried that because I don't have my own property, and I haven't wanted to mess with the free company's property. And here is Tataru. My cat is almost as tall as her. Deep in the desert of my heart, a lonely flower blooms, yearning for the heavens above, to quench my thirst for you. That's my version. I would thank you not to sneak up on me like that. Now please be advised that this is private property. Unless you have pertinent business here, I must ask you to... Here on the behest of Thancred... My sincerest apologies. May I please have your name? Celebria. Ah, here you are. Ahem. I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands, headquarters of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. My name is Tataru, and I look forward to assisting you during your time with us. Yay! The antecedent is within the solar. I shall let her know to expect you. And you get to go here. Because I just know. Enter the Waking Sands. You need not fear, this location is secure. And just because we can, we'll head over here. We'll just hello. Oops. Ardenwald. I had a dream unlike any other. I was myself, then I became something more. When I spoke of it to others, they directed me here. Did you have one too? The receptionist is something else. Did you perchance notice how small she's written the names in her roll? I couldn't make out a single one, no matter how hard I tried. Sorry, I just trying to make idle conversation. This whole affair has me all worked up. I thought for sure that it was some sort of scam, that they were rounding up hapless adventurers for some nefarious ends. But now that I've seen the facilities myself, I must confess it looks legitimate. The antecedent made me an offer I couldn't refuse. Said that if I joined, I'd get to fight against the Primals and the Imperials, both to my heart's content. I know I could get the same by enlisting in one of them grand companies, but I've never been partial to saluting, if you know what I mean. Yeah, never fear and feel free to go exploring around in whatever areas you get access to. This is a dead end. It always has been. Because, like, I never did. So I actually missed some of that dialogue and stuff. And Sign of the Seventh Dawn. I take it you're a Celebrian. Tataru sent word that you had arrived. Lady Minophilia has eagerly awaited your coming. This way, if you please. And... what is that? Bracelets. Bracelets. Okay, we'll go with that because we need one.
So you're the adventurer of whom I've heard so much. Well met, friend. I have awaited your coming. Please, be at ease. You are among friends here. No doubt you are ripe to burst with questions. But have patience. All will be revealed in time. First, let me begin by telling you who we are and what we do. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, an order that transcends political boundaries. Our single objective is the preservation of the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Their existence is a bane upon Eorzea, nay, the world at large, and we have striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. Our order is home to a number of individuals who, like you, possess a rare and special talent. This talent takes various forms, but one holds particular interest for us. Tell me, have you ever experienced a sudden, inexplicable loss of consciousness?
No, not at all. I just randomly collapsed after fighting and yeah.
Have you ever had the sensation of being pulled away from reality? Felt as though you were hovering in space? A mind without a body?
Yep.
All
Wait,
these
there's more.
things are the manifestations of your talent. Yours is the power to transcend the boundaries of the soul. A power known as the Echo.
Echo, echo, echo.
The Echo allows you to pass through the walls of a man's soul and hear the resonations of his past. You will be there in his memories and see things as he saw them. You may even interact with that which you see, though you cannot change the outcome of events. For another blessing, the Echo will enable you to know a man's mind even if you cannot comprehend his words. In short, the Echo is a truly extraordinary power, and this power is strong within you. It is only a shame that we cannot use it whensoever we choose. That's right. I too possess the Echo.
Dun dun dun.
With that established, let us return to the subject of the Primals. So long as they exist, the realm cannot take so much as a single step towards true peace. Measures must be taken. Measures which transcend boundaries, be they of faction, race, language, or creed. And to do so, the Scions require the aid of those with our talent. Make no mistake, the Echo will be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. Without it, we cannot hope to save the realm. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea, but I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Why else would the gods entrust man with a gift so extraordinary, if not to have him use it?
Just to torture them.
And so I implore you, lend us your power.
Okay. Naturally, your aid will not go unrewarded. We are fortunate to have a number of influential allies, and at a word from me, they will gladly afford you certain privileges that might otherwise be denied you. The right to employ retainers, for example. Oh, I guess this is where we get retainers now. Are you familiar with them? They are individuals who may be relied upon to manage your assets and belongings on your behalf, which is good because we're getting pretty full in inventory. The papers you requested, my lady. Thank you, Tataru. The pleasure is mine, my lady. By way of a welcoming gift, I have taken the liberty of adding your names to the retainer's registry. As of now, you are entitled to employ the services of a retainer. You will need to consult a retainer advocate regarding the particulars of this arrangement, but believe me when I say that retainers will prove invaluable to you in your adventuring endeavors. Let this gesture serve as evidence of our commitment to do all in our power to facilitate your personal objectives. In return, we ask that you aid us to the fullest extent of your talents. A mutually beneficial relationship, I am sure you will agree, and one which serves the greater good besides. Well, that was a veritable lecture, was it not? Forgive me, but it is important that all concerned are aware of what it is expected of them. Now you know our purpose and what we can offer you. I invite you to consider joining us. When you have come to a decision, you may tell me without fear of censure. In good faith, I shall entrust you with our order's password, which our members use to reach one another when afield. It is Wild Rose. Pray, keep it safe. Stick them with the pointy end. Hooray! Hooray! And explains retainers. Retainers are helpful NPCs who can be hired by players to carry out such tasks as storing excessive gil and gear or selling unwanted items on the markets. They may also be sent afield on ventures. A contract of service can be drafted by Friedweib in Limsa Parnell in Gridania, and Chachabi in Ulda, Prunelia in Ishgard, or Kazashi in Kugane. Players may hire no more than 8 retainers at once. And the last bit here is irrelevant right now because we don't have access to that. And here, Uriange, Papalamo, I'm pretty sure I just said his name wrong, and Yida. Oh, really? While there are others who possess the echo, none are near as strong as you with the power, hence our extremely high expectations of you. No pressure. This place is called the Waking Sands, and it's our headquarters. It used to be somewhere else, you know, but then a bunch of things happened and we ended up here instead. That wasn't... 7 waning moons see 7 suns rise. Divine order rolls, fallen corpse writhe. Thus the divine chronicles seek to warn us once more. The meaning of these words now shines clear. They evoke the dire circumstance of this imperial age. The realm doth shudder and twist, and the dawn lieth cowering neath the stifling blanket of night, and we abide. We await the coming of the unborn era's seed, the light which shall pierce the glowering darkness. Okay. And before I forget, because I will forget, I wasn't actually sure if I had this or not, but that one comes in handy, especially if you want to help your healers out, in case you're in a tight pinch, and yeah. Anyhow, talking to Menphilia. We Scions have but one objective, to safeguard the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Long have we striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea, but I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Pray consider this when you give me your answers, Celebrian. I will go whither the wild rose blooms. Yours is no small endeavor. The dangers are great. Menphilia is awaiting to hear whether or not you will pledge your support to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
I take it you will help us. Wonderful! I knew you wouldn't let us down. But come, I would introduce you to your friends in the Order. Tell me, does the name Sharlayan ring any bells? It used to be one of Eorzea's 6 city-states, and was situated in the northwest of Aldenard. The Sharlayans were the keepers of wisdom both old and new. Their mastery over magic and ether was unsurpassed, and even the Garleans knew to fear them. Among their number, there were a noble few who devoted their lives to safeguarding the future of Eorzea. When the realm began its descent into chaos, and their countrymen fled for the motherland, they alone chose to remain here. These noble men and women were called the Archons. Those same brave souls stand before you now. The masked woman is Ida, and beside her is Popolimo. The two are charged with surveying the Twelveswood.
Hello there.
So if you started in Gridania, you would have already met them.
Welcome!
Okay, my turn to introduce someone. That there is Thancred.
Which
He is
we
our
already know,
man here in Ul'dah, Jewel of the Desert.
because we started in Ul'dah.
Welcome to the team. I never doubted that you'd come.
And I suppose his dialogue there would probably be slightly different if you didn't start in Ul'dah, maybe?
If I may, the lovely maiden beside me is named Y'shtola. Limsa Lominsa has the pleasure of being under her care.
Greetings.
And if you started in Limsa Lominsa, you would have already met her.
Last but not least is Urianger, who presides over all affairs within these halls. Pray seek him out whenever you have questions.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night. The words of a dear friend. I am glad of our meeting.
At the Battle of Carteneau, our leader was taken from us. But we did not stray from our purpose. We sought out Minfilia and others with her talent, and together established the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Along with the Archons, those blessed with the Echo play a pivotal role in our endeavor to forge a brighter tomorrow for the realm. Oh, I should also introduce you to Tataru, our clerk. She ensures that everything runs smoothly.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
In time, I hope you will come to think of us as family. But without further ado, I would assign you your first task. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have received a request for aid from the Immortal Flames. Thancred, would you do the honors?
It would be my pleasure. Some days ago, a crystal caravan registered to Amagina and Sons mineral concern was waylaid and divested of its cargo.
Yeah, we heard about that.
But there is more. Within a bell of the robbery, several people were reported missing from the shantytown outside the city.
At a glance, one would assume the involvement of bandits, kidnappers, and coincidence. Such crimes are hardly uncommon, and the Immortal Flames deal with their like almost every day.
Lucky them.
However, this time we have reason to believe that a primal is involved.
A what?
Aye, the evidence left behind implicates the Emolja, who are known worshippers of Ifrit. If we then consider the objects that were taken, there is no room left for doubt. The crimes were committed in the name of a primal.
That you may better understand the nature of our struggle with the primals, I would have you play the leading role in this investigation.
Hooray!
You have my thanks.
You're
If there is
welcome.
aught you wish to know, I recommend you speak with Thancred. He is well versed in the affairs of Ul'dah.
Ever at your service, fair lady.
we'll talk to Minfilia. Through this first mission, you will come to understand the nature of our struggle with the primals. The realm may appear well on its way to recovery, but reality paints a far bleaker picture. The truth is out there, Celebrian, and I would have you discover it for yourself. Okay. Oops. Leave the solar. And nobody's there anymore. Nobody's... well, there's guards there. Yushitola. Our organization, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, was formed through the union of two separate entities. The first was comprised of Charlian natives, such as myself, and was called the Circle of Knowing. The second, made up individuals that share your rare gift, was known as the Path of the 12. The terrible events that ushered in the Seventh Umbral era taught us that only together may we stand against the evil that seeks to consume us. And we'll head over here. Who's that? Well, if it ain't that lass from the carriage, fancy meeting you here of all places. Me? I'm just here delivering a shipment. Now where shall I tell him to put it? Yes, that was the guy on the carriage who we were chatting to. Ida. This place is called the Waking Sense, and it's our headquarters. It used to be somewhere else, you know, but then a bunch of things happened and you said that already. While there are others who possess, you said that already too. And... you said that too. I'm guessing these guys say the same thing. Heh, so this boy has Girlian blood in him. Can't say I'm surprised. Everyone knows what happened when a city is sacked. Even the bards choose to admit that part. But Ardenwald shouldn't be pitied. Boys like him have a clean slate and opportunity to write their own story, free of the ties that bind the common man. They say that those of us who have seen the dream are chosen, that we have within us the seed of greatness, that we could be heroes. Even me, an Olomegan half-breed, cast out when his mother could no longer stand the sight of him. A half-breed who once took to banditry just to eat. I'm sure I'm just brimming with heroic potential. And the robberies and disappearance? The Amalja are the most likely culprit, wouldn't you agree? Then again, this is Thanalin. One cannot discount possibility that moneyed interests are involved. And then there's you. I don't actually know you. Why don't any of the blokes know who I am? I swear I was one of them, Scions of the... Why don't any of the blokes know who I am? I swear I was one of them, Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Only we didn't have such a fancy name back then, and the headquarters was in a far more convenient location. At least I think it was. Or is me mind playing tricks on me? What's wrong with me? Why can't I remember it more clearly? Interesting. And... exit to Vesper Bay. Wait, where do we need to go? I might just... oh, okay, he's like... wait, what? Was he in there? Did I just run past him? Ah, brilliant. Oh well, I explored and talked to everybody else. Oh, that's why. Because I turned on the others. Ready to begin, are we? That's the spirit. So then, your mission is to investigate a crystal robbery and a spat of abductions. Crimes which we believe to be connected. Assuming we are correct, it is like that any discoveries we make in relation to one will further our understanding of the other. Now, since the attack on their caravan, our friends at Almogina and Sons Mineral Concern have doubled security over all their shipments. In light of this, it is my judgment that the abductions should be our priority. According to our preliminary findings, the majority of the missing were last seen in the vicinity of Camp Drybone, so that would seem a fine place to begin. A fellow by the name of Izembard serves as the camp's de facto leader. Pay him a visit and see that he gives us his full cooperation. Sure, I'm sure he'll listen to me, this random nobody adventurer, and we're just gonna teleport there. And we'll probably pick up the side quests that are here as well, since I know there are some here. There's quite a few here, and apparently some hunt logs. But I will leave that. We will go talk to Caitlin. Caitlin seeks an adventurer to open down some mongrels. Looking for a bit of work, are we? Well, it just so happens I'm looking for someone to put down some mongrels. 7 of the beasts. The bloody things have nearly overrun the area in the southeast of here. They attack the locals, livestock, aught that moves. You needn't show the foul things any mercy. Tutusi of Camp Drybone needs someone to fetch some Meotoragus sirloins. Are you come to grieve, miss? Have you lost some deer? Oh, I see. Simply another fair adventurer come to our outpost. Well, in that case, I've an adventure for you. What say you make the plains to the east and carve me up 5 cuts of sirloin from some Meotragus nannies? We're tending a wounded man at the inn who is close to death. We would like nothing more than to give him a feast of nice, juicy Meotragus sirloins for what might well be his last meal. Once you have the sirloins, take them directly to Sister Zozaru at the inn. Okie dokie. But first we'll talk to Isambard here. I am Isambard, here to search for the missing folk, I take it. Menphilia sent word that an adventurer fitting your description would be along. She also warned us to be wary of the Amlaja. It seems we know who the culprits are at the very least. Now I bear no official title at this camp, but the people here have come to look to me for leadership. You have my word that I'll do all I can to help see the victims safely returned. And we'll just pick that without actually checking, and I should actually see a note, still just that shield, which isn't actually better. Isambard of Camp Drybone is seeking help to solve a mystery of missing persons. Let us get right to it then. Menphilia names the Amlaja culprits in all of this. You would do well to investigate them first. Much harm has been levied on these lands by Amlaja hands. The flames burn where they might, but their light cannot stay the darkness in all places at all times. There have been brutal murders of callers at the Church of St. Adama, Landama, innocents wishing no more than to pay their respects to the dead. The poor souls deserve a proper burial. I would see to the deed before mongrels catch their scent, but I know not if the Amlaja still linger. Would you secure the remains for me, friend? You will find them on the eastern road. 12 willing, you may even come to learn something of what the Almaja seek in this area. And actually, may as well just pick this up too. Papanagu, the local leave quest representative in Camp Drybone, is seeking an adventurer to undertake guild leaves. Good morning to you, adventurer. I am Poponagu, representative of the Adventurers Guild. I have a number of fine guild leaves in my possession, which I will gladly allow you to undertake if you prove yourself sufficiently capable, that is. You see, protocol dictates that I administer a trial guild leave. Until you complete it, I can grant you no more. How about this task? Review the details and tell me if you are up for the challenge. Despite the fact the Sultanate law clearly forbids any and all business dealings with the beast tribes deemed hostile, a goblin merchant has chosen to ignore the law and peddled his wares to Al-Mashah. Brass blades cannot allow this and seek adventurers to locate the merchant and bid him cease. He is, however, by no means to be hurt. Goblins are considered harmless and have been granted leave to conduct commerce within the city-state, so we ask that adventurers simply lead him away from the Al-Mujah lands towards central Thanalan. Very good. You need merely beckon to the gullible goblin Gutrick Silverpix to help lead him to his destination. And then I will open that up. And of course, because this is new. I've never actually used any. And I'm gonna plop Beacon down there so I can add it to the hotbar later. And obviously you see there's some quests up there and a quest over there. We will do what is here first, and before I forget, I am going to set this as a home point. Yay for bots! And we'll head out this way. For the longest time I never actually noticed that there was a gate here, because it was so dark with my resolution and whatnot. So I kept going up these stairs, and then you have to go around and then head up this way, instead of, you know, just going right through here and you're already up there. And then there's of course that path over there which leads you up here, and then you can either go out that way or you go across this little walkway, bridgey thing, and then rinse and repeat. So when I finally discovered this, I'm like, seriously? I was playing for that long and I was pretty much done all of these quests, and then I noticed this path. I'm like, it's not a big deal, but it as I accidentally turned on auto run. That's why I was all messed up. It's not a big deal, but it definitely could have saved myself some time. They're okay. I think I need to adjust some more settings, but I will get to that some other time. And one more. But I keep hitting the Alt button, but my control buttons here are working, so I have it key bound to Control 1 and Control 2 instead of Alt 1 and Alt 2, but I keep hitting Alt instead, just because that was my habit of hitting. And we need to kill 3 more. Yes. 3 more. Do-do-do. And boom. Oops. And boom. And boom. Because I hit the wrong button. It's gonna take some getting used to hitting Control 1 instead of Alt 1. And we just need 1 more. There's a fate there. Oh, we'll run over this way because we need... That's a really big beastie. What do we need over here? We need... What's this? Slay... mongrels. And... My cat Callie is sleeping on the bed behind me, and or is sleeping behind me. Random stretching and noise making at the same time. She's a really funny cat. Let's see, 5 more. I really wish my rogue was higher in level, but maybe I'll work on that next so that I can start using rogue, because I like the skills better. Let's see, what, 3 more? Well, 2 more after this one. And that was lucky. 2 more as I spin in a circle. I'll just grab these 2 closer together so I can hit them at the same time. And dead. And then we have that little quest there, and then we have the leave quest thingy there. And then we have to... Wait, where are we going for the main story? Oh, I see, that's what this is. Sheesh. And obviously you see that there's a battle here of some sort. I keep trying to use a skill that I still don't have access to. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, you are done. And you shall be done to sweet. Especially if I go like that, because then you can't hit me. Are we done? Are we done? Are we done? Are we done? Okay. And we shall collect the Z-Fallet. And then head on over to that area again. What are we called? Camp Drybone. I should know that. And I might just take the detour of... Oh, maybe I won't. But I will hop down there. Oh, well, since we're up here, don't need it to talk. No, that's in the building there. And this here. So we'll talk to the wrong one. Over here. And nope. Nope. Yep. So Zoro, please lower your voice. What business brings you? Leaner than eld goat meat, but much more difficult to harvest due to the violent nature of the beast. Tragus sirloins. I take it Tutsusi has sent you. Thank you for your efforts, my friend. But I fear you're too late. The man for whom these steaks were meant succumbed to his wounds just moments ago. Pray do not despair. He feasts with Thal now, and Thal has seen the good in you this day. Well, ho-hum-da-dum. Oops, I ran the wrong way. I'm gonna go this way and out this way. And I will run over here. Dr. Caitlin. Sothanolin is plagued by 7 fewer of mongrel, is it? Excellent. I lost my love to a pack of mongrels 3 years past. We were to be wed. They tore him apart. When we finally chased them off, my love was in 7 pieces. Since then, I've asked every adventurer I see pass through here to slay 7 of the beasts. My vengeance is unceasing, but if I can spare just one other bride-to-be the suffering I have known, then it will all have been worth it. Okay. Dead is he? You did a good thing, friend. No use fretting over the order in which things passed. What matters is that they do pass, and nothing that passes goes unseen by the gods. There is a graveyard just near Drybone. A lot of folk bring their dead and dying this far. Many just dump them here to spare themselves the trouble and cost of a burial. This poor soul at least had family that rushed to his side. Count him lucky for that. 'Twas just his time to heed Thal's call. Best to let it go and move on. There's business what needs doing. Plots, graves, embalming, tombstones. Nothing in life is free. Not even death. And before I forget, I'm gonna actually scale it down because it's bugging me a bit for being so giant. Tutsu. As deed for a daring adventurer. Back for more, are you? Good. Now riddle me this. In a camp such as ours, so close to a graveyard, what do you think sells faster than we can stock? Aye. Flowers. To the east here lies the remains of an enormous gubu, and so many plants sprout around it that you would think you'd found the Black Shroud in the middle of Thanalan. Some say the gubu came down from the mountains at the time of the calamity and carried with him the seeds that became all these plants, or those plants. But then all I'm really after is 3 sprigs of Elfic lavender. Seems simple enough, right? Somehow I feel like there's a catch to this. It is good to see you return. Were you able to secure the remains of our fallen? This poor soul appears to have been ravaged by an Amalja before setting to rot for several turns of the sun. With the bodies given back proper to the earth, the souls will find their way across to the other side. You have done a noble deed this day. I thank you. Now then, what of the Amalja? Did you see any? Surely such massive monstrosities as they cannot conceal their presence, much less take their quarry unawares. Ah, so there were Amalja remaining, after all. I feared as much. Their part in the low-born disappearing is all but confirmed, but I sense there is more to this than meets the eye. The occasional Amalja raiding party would not account for people going missing in these kinds of numbers. The total is too great, and the question too many. It would not surprise me in the least to learn of another hand in this. But whose? Countless travelers pass through Drybone every day, and even if it were one of them, or one among them, how would we best discover who might be implicit in these vanishings? I do not know. Isambard aims to turn his investigation to the common folk. What say we turn an eye to the common folk themselves? It may be among them that we find reasons for these vanishings. 12 forbid it be so. There is a merchant by the name of Ungust who was born here in Drybone and grew up in the Golden Bazaar. A rough character, but he knows the people here better than anyone else. I'd wager he's at the inn quaffing away the day's earnings. Here, I'll write a note for you to show him, else he's not like to speak to you. Yay! Alrighty. Okay, so he's in the inn. The inn is over here, I believe. Yeah, that looks like an inn type of thing. And we'll just hop over, because who needs stairs? Oh, this dude. We know you. You're the bloody adventurer who threatened me back in Ulda. I didn't do anything. You were being a dum-dum. What in the 7 hells do you want with me now? You to shut up and give me information? A few words scrawled in code by Isambard of Drybone. Dear friend, Burb. Missing people. Please help. Yours, Isambard. Folk round here are as wary as they come. They'll turn tail and run if you so much as pass wind nearby. Plying them all for fools and coaxed some hard labor out of them, I did. If anything, they're even more timid than before. What with all the disappearances. You can go talk to him for yourself if you don't believe me. I don't. Well. Yeah. Hungry beggar. But please, miss, just leave me be. Okay, you're so helpful. Devious derelict. I've nothing to say but this. Thou take who or whatever's been feeding off us low folk. Well, this high folk, I don't know, what's my status? Adventure? Do I have a status? Would like to know, so give me information. Petrified pauper. What do you want with me? I don't know anything, I swear. Please don't kill me. I just wanted information. I didn't want to hurt you. Why for do you fear? And back into the inn and hop, skip, and a jump. Oh, we landed on the table that time. Just as I told you, wasn't it? The whole lot of them were terrified. There's been a lot of folk getting abducted, but if you ask me, they simply up and moved on to a better place. This place isn't exactly Costa del Sol, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, well, I think you're too wrapped up in your own drunkenness to pay attention, because there's clearly something afoot. Isambard. Welcome back, Celebrian. Have you learned aught of import? Nope, because nobody will talk to me. I see. I suppose I should have expected as much from Ungust. Well, another thought occurred to me in your absence. The common folk are nothing if not fervent in their religious belief. Perhaps if they speak freely to their gods, then the clergy may know something of what? Perhaps they speak freely to their gods, even then the clergy may know something of use. I guess it helps if we read first and then click. Isambard would like you to learn what you can from the clergy. If you would if we would know... Wait. If we would know what the common folk speak of to their gods, we've no better place to ask than at the Church of St. Adama Landama. It is a small and humble church found to the northwest of here. And so as long as you're headed there, might I ask you to deliver this embalmed corpse? A morbid request I grant you, but it must be borne to burial, and I trust none more than you to see it done. Seek out a man named Marcus. He tends the graves of the leech yard. He will tell you where the body is to be interred. And we'll go up these stairs, since we need to go this way. This is the blinding sunlight. Oh, that actually really hurt my eyes. You can find supplies down in the camp. Yes, well, I was just there, so thank you, Captain Obvious. I'm just gonna zoom out a bit. And... oh, that looks nice and pretty. Also very awkward with just the random bodies laying around. Hello. Marquise. I'm Marquise, yes. A body? Of course. There have been so many bodies of late. I apologize, miss. If you seek a place to burial, then there is an empty grave atop the ridge. Take the path and lay him to rest there. Okay. Where am I going? Over here. Wait, what? Over here. Over here? I think? What? Where? What? Nope, where am I going? Did I, like, run past it? Is this a pathway? Oh, it is a pathway. Ah, that was a waste of time. Grave site. And the dumping of the body. And by dumping, I mean burying. Or literally dumping. Embalmed corpse. That's not an embalmed corpse. That's just a corpse. And now it is buried. Marquise. May they all walk in Thal's realm. What? Missing people? I'm afraid I cannot help you. But maybe Sister Ursin can. She has been kind to me. Everyone has been so kind. I don't know why, though. Pardon me. You will find Sister Ursin within the church's church walls. And we needed to go in here anyway. And we'll talk to Ursin first. I hear you have done us the service of burying a fallen soul. Please accept our gratitude and extend it to Isambard when next you see him. You seek knowledge of missing drybone inhabitants? It is true that I am closer to the people than any other of the order. I confided them, and they in me. When they wish to speak to their keeper, Thal, I am the medium through which they do. Should I learn anything pertinent, I will be sure to share the information with you. I only wish Marquis would be more helpful in the matter. I pray he did nothing to offend. He saw terrible things during the calamity. His scars run deep. Indeed, he seems to prefer the company of the dead over the living. While tragic, I fear such behaviors ill befits the church. I received word not long ago that one of our recent visitors, a man named Thancred, I believe, took offense at his conduct. I must have words with Marquis, and soon. Esmore needs an exterminator at the Church of St. Adama Landama. You have troubled yourself to come all this way. I wonder if I might not trouble you a bit further. As you will know, we keep a leash yard here. The scent of death decays draw blowfly swarms, which are as unclean as they are unwelcome. Slay 5 of these pestilent swarms, and the church will be in your debt. And we'll talk to you. Sister Ariel of the Church of St. Adama Landama has her hands full with the order's work. Be welcome to the Church of St. Adama Landama. I am Sister Ariel. I gather you're not on no pilgrimage. You look to be an adventurer. If so, might I impose on you to help sand the yard while you are here with us? The graves here are far outnumber we who keep them. Alone we cannot possibly do all that needs to be done. Would you see to gathering up the old offerings currently lying about outside? I made note of at least 6 during my last rounds through the yard. Certainly. Why is there a random bottle on the ground? Old offering. And a swarm that I'm going to kill. And I hit the alt button again. Oh, I got it right that time. Okay, that's one done. And there's offering over here. And one over there. Oops, over there. I really should turn off the feature again. Where you have to turn on the feature to actually make yourself clickable. I should turn it off. Because I keep clicking me instead. It's getting kind of annoying. And another old offering. And we'll attack this. Attack! Attack! And old offering. Oops. See, I did it again. Old offering. I am going to change that because that's driving me bonkers and I don't even remember where it is anymore. Target. Character. Oh, I'll figure it out sometime later. And there's an offering over there. And we just need one more blowfly. So we'll do that quickly. Since there's one literally right there. Oops. And we just need this last old offering. And what's over there? I will go quickly do that. Actually, we won't. We'll go talk to them and then we'll talk to for the main story quest, and then we'll go do that one, since we'll probably have to come back this way anyway. Oops. Were you able to gather the old offerings? This show of respect to the recently deceased is almost as withered as the corpse it now accompanies. That's kind of bad. Thank you. Would that there were naught else to be done, I must see to collecting the weathered vases, urns, and ewers before long. The dead sleep soundest in a tidy grave. I have no shortage of work to offer, should you care to take it. Speak to me again whensoever you feel so compelled. Sister Arel has work for a willing adventurer once more. So you wish to honor the dead once more? Excellent. Make offerings of these Nemea lilies at some of the simpler graves in the leash yard. The poor souls died alone, you see, with no one left to grieve for them. There are 5 such graves scattered about the leash yard that I would have you tend to. And remember, friend, mind your surroundings and pay the proper respect with each bundle of lilies. You're all they have. Ismor. Thank you, friend. If the swarms were to spread their pestilence at the church unchecked, before long we would need to mourn the mourning. For the time being, at least, the grieving can pray in peace for the dead to cross over safely. Thou bless you. And we'll go with that, even though we can't even equip them, because... Wait, what? Oh, yeah, because that was not something equipable for us, and we have a quest here. Edward wants to make a tombstone for his late sister. You're one of them adventure folk, ain't ye? I'd be much obliged for a little help. I'd like to make a tombstone for my kid sister, what passed, you see. But I ain't got the gil to get it done. I hear there's a nice rocks for taking a ways from here, but I ain't old enough to fend off no wild beasts or such. Was hoping for a bit of cloud of marble. She really would have liked that. Crops right up out of the ground to the east of here, they say. If you could find a bit and see it to Brother Esmore, me and my sis be ever so grateful. Simple grave. Bouquets such as these are oft used as offerings to the dead. And over here. And then over here. And I think we'll go to that one first and then that one. So this way. Because I think this one is over this way. Yes. Simple grave. And we'll go get the... Well, we'll talk to the... main story quest person. Oops. I was hoping we could actually land on that, I guess not. Thank you, Celebrian. A burial is no easy thing, even when the departed is a stranger. Were you able to learn aught of the missing folk? Common folk? You've been keeping yourself busy, rather busy of late, haven't you, Celebrian? Hey, Thancred. Pleasure, my dear Isambard. The name is Thancred, and I share a passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning what has become of these missing persons, and why. I too spoke with the Ungust, more times than I care to count. There seems to be some truth to this notion of the common folk speaking their secrets only to those in service to the gods. Prostration, prayer, penance, abject deeds done behind closed doors, away from prying eyes. Who better to take the pious unawares than she who takes confession? The good sister Ursun herself? Ursun! She wouldn't! She couldn't! Even the most beautiful roses have thorns, my friend, and you would be wise to keep an eye to this rose. Still, the leech keeper marks. I swear to the 12 I've seen that face elsewhere before. And so, this is one of those times where I'm going to try on the gear. Actually kind of like that. And so we'll go with that one. Just because I don't like the other one. Isambard. Isambard is concerned about the questions surrounding Sister Orson's integrity. Sister Orson? It can't be, though she is wont to travel the Golden Bazaar on her own, and it is not uncommon to see her speaking to the children. But no, it could not be she. Could it? I grow weary of these suspicions. I know there is one child in particular that she is fond of. Pray seek out the boy, Celebrian, and see if you cannot glean something from him about Orson's activities. And since Caitlin has another quest for us, looks okay. It's you again. What impeccable timing. Oh, you needn't worry. I'm not going to ask you to put down any mongrels on my dead fiancé's behalf. My fiancé is survived by a brother, though. He puts up at the Golden Bazaar, and he's asked that I bring him a load of toku meat. I'd see to it myself, but as you well know, I may stay here to send adventurers on mongrel hunts until every last one of the bloody beasts in Eorzea is dead. I suppose what I'm trying to say is, would you care to fell some tokos and obtain 5 trunks of their meat? Once you have enough, please deliver them to my late fiancé's brother, Benigir, at the Golden Bazaar. I suppose so, and that's headed over that way, so we're gonna do this. Yeah, we'll do this bit first, since I think we have to head over that way. Anyway. Nope. We want to go this way. I'm not actually sure where that leads. Hoppity hop. Hop, hop, hop. And I'm just gonna zoom out. Oh, well, there's the Tukos out here too. But we'll get to that after we do this, since we have to head back that way anyway, and I want to make sure I ride around there, because sometimes there's a level 50. I'll catch you one day, Nessie. Or Ness, as it were. And down here, there is this. And this. And then we'll talk to Josper there. Josper is moved by the plants sprouting around the fallen Gubu. By the life that sprouted here. I've never seen anything like it. But how could this be? Perhaps it was... Oh. Hello there. Ahem. You must forgive me. I was just admiring the plants taking root about this Gubu carcass, and... Well, I suppose I forgot myself in the moment. But surely have you ever seen such lovely flowers? I would wager that not even the wealthiest Uldons could claim to have laid eyes on their like before. Please, a favor I beg you. I dare not let these beauties out of my sight, but the soil is parched and plants wilted. Would you fetch me some muddy spring water from the pond to the west? Certainly. And you know, I never actually paid attention to this before, but we've seen the Gooboos. And that's a Gooboo. I honestly truly did not see that as it before. Maybe because it was the lack of the details, but yeah. Anyhow, we'll go trace down some of that water for the person. Joe Plain, whatever his name is. Or her name is. I never been paying attention. And hop. Hop. Muddy pool. And we'll deal with the Tuku after, because as I said, we still have to head back that way anyway. Hoppity hop. 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 Okay, fall instead. Please tell me you've got the water. It would be a travesty to lose this phenomenon. And indeed we do. While not stagnant, this water is filled with impurities, making it unsuitable for drinking, unless you are extremely thirsty. Oops. There we go. Perfect! This will quench the root's thirst nicely, but I fear that this is all... I fear that is not all I must ask of you. The petals and stems are covered with Velkin eggs. Should they hatch, the larvae will devour every last leaf, petal, and stem. Please, you must remove any eggs that you find. And perchance, why can't you? And why can't you do this? Well done yet again, my friend. I dare say we have stayed another disaster, but our job is not yet finished. Surfeed clouds still lurk among the undergrowth. If left unchecked, they will undoubtedly infest the plants with their eggs once more. Here, this sting brew is sure to bring the beasts out of hiding. Pour it over any thick bramble you see, and slay whatever comes forth. Again, why couldn't you do this sting brew? Oops, and there I went and hitting the alt button again. A potent liqueur created through the fermentation of hornet carcasses. Its biting aroma is known to repel certain breeds of Valken. Attack! Attack! And 21. Oh, I guess we have this one still. Hooray! And then I think that's the last bit for Joe's pair for now. Probably, hopefully, maybe, I don't know. And then we'll make our way back after we kill the Tuko. Right. What more can I say to express my gratitude? Through your efforts, this exceptional bit of greenery will enjoy many more vibrant days. As a botanist from Gridania, I have had the opportunity to study plants from the realm all over. Yet I cannot claim to have seen such verdure before. I'm convinced that what we see before us sprouted from this Gobu's death. There's a certain beauty to it all, no? A remarkable discovery. I cannot wait to finish up my research and take word back to Guildmaster Fufucha. We know her. Yay, new level. And up we go. I think they're over this way somewhere. The Tuco. And obviously there is a fate, which we won't do since we need to do this. And how many do we need? I think we need 5. Well, I'll find out right away. Yes, 4 to go. Slightly amusing that they're barely doing any damage, but I'm also 6 levels higher than them. That's quite a bit of distance, though. And one more. Tuco after this. And we can head back over this way. We'll turn in those. Actually, we will go this way because we need to come back over this way anyway. So we'll do this and then we'll head over there. Or well, we'll do that up there and then head back. And then that'll probably be it for this video. Cloud Marble. And apparently there is some sort of bad guy here. What's here? Iron Quill Tuco. I remember when this was hard for me. That was a long time ago, but I guess I was probably not utilizing my skills properly, and that's what made the real difference. I was a bit too hasty on trying to clicky. Okay, so you'll head back down there, and then I'll head up over there and then clear those quests, I guess. We can run. Yay! And I'm just gonna hop down. 2C. Well, Celebrin, have you found my pretty posies? A fragrant variety of lavender rarely found in the arid lowland regions of Thanalin. Ah, gorgeous. Well done, well done. I know not what's in the rotting gubu carcass, but it makes for the loveliest stem flowers I've ever laid eyes on. When it comes to offerings, they say the rarer the flower, the happier the dead, and Eolic lavender is nothing if not rare. I'll be saving these to turn a pretty profit when the next burial is held at the leech yard. So really, it was all about the money. Now we'll go up and give the kid the cloud marble. And then we will I think that's turning in something. Or yeah, that's turning in something. So we will do that, and then I'll head over there. I don't think I can use the porter, but I could be wrong, so I'll give that a try, because it'll be faster than running my way there. Unless, of course, there happens to be a quest along the way there. Okay, so you're talking to Ariel. Once more, you have my thanks. No doubt the souls of the departed can take some small comfort in the care you have shown their graves. In days gone by, the leech yard was a small, humble plot, but that all changed after the calamity. The dead grew in numbers, and so the yard grew with them. It is still simple despite its size. Of course, it's that self-same simplicity that keeps it from becoming more of a priority for the Order. We can ill afford to assign adequate numbers to its keeping, just as we cannot charge the poor to bury or be buried. Yet that does not stop the many who come calling to see their dead put to rest here. Those few of us who tend the yard haven't the time to see to the offerings or piety demands. The simple graves you visited belong to those who died alone. Let us pray the sweet fragrance you delivered grants some modicum of relief from their lonely solitude, if even for a short while. And we'll talk to us more. Have your business here again, friend? A pure white stone sometimes used for leech stones. Cloud marble? To make into a tombstone for Edward's sister? That boy is nothing if not trouble. It was all I could do to convince him not to go looking for a stone on his own. Still, I suppose it cannot be helped, and losing a loved one is never easy. Thank you for your part in this. I will see the marble is used as Edward's wishes. Oops. You ventures sure are kind folk. Now all I need is coin for the funeral. I'm gonna stay on here at the church for a bit and help out. Wouldn't be right to leave everything up to someone else. It'll mean more to my sis if I do what I can on my own. Brother Esmore and Sister Errol are good folk too. They say I don't need no guild to bury my sis here, but I know how it works. It'll take the coin to send her over to Thal proper. And we'll pick the high potion, because we have more use for potions than we do high ether. And I forgot about this sleeve quest thing, but I can do that on my own. Because it's longer with the whole beckon thing. So now I'll head on over. Wait, I was gonna try it with the porter, which is over here. So I need to go where? What's this, the Golden Bazaar? I don't think I can go there. Let's see. And I thought so. Nope, nothing. Never mind. Just wanted to see. So now I'm heading on over to this way. The ever so slowly run jog thing. Did I mention I can't wait till I get the chocobo? As much as I love the music in these areas, it gets very tiresome running all the time. Now, I could go that way. And actually I will go that way because I need to kill these for the hunt log, so a little bit further delay. I was gonna say it's a bit shorter to go this way than it is to go this way. I don't want that open. And since I need these for the hunt log, I may as well get that done. And then I'm gonna run through here, avoiding the rest of them. If I can. I was hoping it would follow me up there. Obviously it didn't. I also remember when these were harder to kill. Oh, we'll head this way because we obviously also need There's just the one there, which I don't actually need, so I'm not going to bother with that. If there was the fate right now, then it'd be easier to kill. Because I need one more. So I might as well just kill this one. I probably have to come back this way anyway. But oh well. We'll get that done and out of the way. And one more. And hopefully they will regenerate. And I really hate that sound. And there's one thing to note, and I have to reiterate this. There's no play, killing, stealing, or anything like that in this game. I always feel like people behave as if they're play, stealing, and stuff. Oops, I want to go this way. Pretty sunset. And apparently there was Tuco over here too. Of course there was. And let's see. We will finish that quest there, and then we'll talk to the dead feel no pain. Remember that when something. Where's that darned Tuco meat I asked Caitlin to bring? It won't be long before my patrons arrive. Since the calamity, the popularity of Tuco meat has grown to Dulmood-sized proportions. It's a good thing there's a lot of them. Excellent! This is more than enough Tuco meat. Some miners have come to stay at the bazaar while they prospect the area for mithril deposits. They value quantity over quality, so I'll be serving them a feast of this piss-poor meat. By the by, please don't tell me Caitlin is still standing at the same spot in Drybones sending adventurers out to slay mongrels. I told her no number of mongrels, pelts, or heads will bring my brother back to save us. I've moved on with my life. It's past time she did the same. And as you can see, this whole area is now under a fade, and so just for the sake of clearing this up so I don't have to deal with these guys later, I will do this, and then we'll talk to the story. And one more. And just quickly, I'll talk to the Chocobo Porter so then I can use that again when next I need. And I was gonna make a change with some of the sound, but I can do that some other time. Unless, of course, you guys find it super annoying, then or unless you guys don't find it annoying, then I'll just leave it as is. But it annoys me. And oh, that's better. It would be a bit hard for them to sneak around. And then we'll run over onto the other side because that's where the rest of them are. should be it for the fight. Wine and glory to victory! Oops. Uncombed urchin. Please help. Sister Orson went out all on her own and hasn't come back. She always reads to me right here about Thal and the Order of on the other side. I told her I lost my shiny thing and she went looking for it. But what if the monsters outside heard her? Please find her. And I guess we'll do that, because who can leave a undefenseless person at the end? Oh, and it's like right there anyway, so. Pretty view. Rotting Mage. Rotting Pigman. And they'll be dead soon enough. I might call them drama queens, but it's funny because they're already dead beings and they have a very long dying sequence. Orson and eating. You're the one from the church. Thank goodness you arrived when you did. It seems my gratitude is yours yet again. You spoke with the child? Yes. Well, I was able to find his lost trinket. It is a ring given him by his mother before she passed. I will see it safely back to him. And back we go. Oh, I guess that's back over there. Well, we will leave that then for now, and I'll pick up these one next video. And so that's it for this one. Thanks for watching.